Have you ever seen a creature fight so relentlessly against the odds, a creature that undertakes a journey so improbable, it seems almost mythical? We're talking about salmon, a fish whose life is an epic poem written in scales and fins. Imagine, a tiny speck of life battling raging currents, navigating treacherous rapids, all to reach the ocean, only to return years later to the exact same spot it was born, to complete an ancient cycle. That, my friends, is the story of the salmon's odyssey. Let's begin at the very beginning, shall we? Picture this: millions of tiny salmon eggs nestled safely in the gravel beds of a pristine river, each a potential hero in our story, but only a fraction will survive.
It's a brutal reality, isn't it? The survival rate is shockingly low. Some estimates say as low as 1 in 10,000 eggs even make it to the fry stage.
Exactly, and those that do emerge as fry are already facing a gauntlet of challenges. They are tiny, vulnerable, and the river is a dangerous place. Imagine the relentless current, the lurking predators, birds, otters, larger fish, all vying for a quick meal. These tiny fish navigate the complex waterways, their tiny bodies battling the powerful force of nature, making their way downstream. Rivers like the Columbia River, the Fraser River, these are legendary highways for salmon, and their journeys are filled with breathtaking leaps over waterfalls, perilous navigation through rapids, and constant threat from predators. A real David and Goliath story, played out on a grand scale. Finally, they reach the ocean, a vast, unforgiving expanse, a completely different world from the river they knew. Here, they transform, adapting to the salty waters, growing in size and strength. Footage shows the incredible diversity within the salmon family: the coho salmon, their silver sides shimmering in the sunlight, the chinook, powerful and imposing, and the sockeye, vibrant red during their spawning run. Each species has its own unique adaptations and challenges in this oceanic wilderness. They spend years out at sea, feeding, growing, becoming formidable creatures, preparing for the most amazing part of their journey, and then, the call of home. After years in the vast ocean, driven by an instinct as powerful as any migration on land, these salmon begin their incredible journey back to their birthplace. How do they do it? It's still a mystery that scientists are unraveling. But we know that smell plays a huge role. They can seemingly detect the unique scent of their natal river, even from hundreds of miles away. There's also evidence suggesting they use the Earth's magnetic field as a sort of internal compass. The sheer determination, the unwavering instinct that guides them back, it's simply awe-inspiring. This incredible homeward journey sets the stage for the next phase of this epic tale: the battle for survival against nature and the challenges posed by human intervention. But that's a story for another time. Next, we'll delve into the fascinating world of wild versus farmed salmon, a modern-day clash that highlights the challenges of conservation and the impact of human intervention on this incredible creature. The epic journey is just the beginning. So, we've witnessed the incredible journey of wild salmon, their epic migration, a testament to nature's power and resilience. But this story doesn't end there. The modern world has introduced a new chapter, a challenge that pits the wild salmon against its farmed counterpart. It's a battle not just for survival, but for the very future of this magnificent fish. Let's start with the plight of the wild salmon. Their numbers are dwindling, facing a perfect storm of threats: habitat destruction, dams blocking their spawning routes, deforestation altering river flows. These are just the beginning. Overfishing, driven by a seemingly insatiable demand, decimates populations. Climate change exacerbates these problems, altering water temperatures and disrupting delicate ecosystems. And then there are the hydroelectric dams, altering the natural flow and making it nearly impossible for some salmon to complete their life cycle. Footage of dwindling salmon populations in their natural habitats underscores the urgency of the situation. We also need to showcase the tireless efforts of conservationists who are fighting tooth and nail to protect these crucial habitats and ensure the future of wild salmon.
It's heartbreaking to see these magnificent creatures struggling against such overwhelming odds.
Indeed. Now, let's turn our attention to the rise of salmon farming. Driven by the increasing global demand for salmon, aquaculture provided a seemingly simple solution: farm-raised salmon. It offered a way to meet consumer demand, reducing pressure on wild stocks. But this seemingly simple solution came with unforeseen consequences. Salmon farms, while providing a reliable supply, bring their own set of environmental problems. Waste from fish farms pollutes surrounding waters, harming delicate marine ecosystems. The risk of disease outbreaks is high, and antibiotics and pesticides often used in farming create health concerns. Perhaps most alarmingly, escaped farmed salmon can interbreed with wild populations, weakening their genetic diversity and resilience. Images comparing the appearance of wild and farmed salmon reveal stark differences. The vibrant colors, the robust physiques of wild salmon stand in contrast to their paler, less robust farmed counterparts. The nutritional value also differs significantly, with wild salmon boasting higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids. This leads us to the heart of the matter: sustainability. The ongoing debate about responsible aquaculture is complex, but crucial. Certification schemes like the Aquaculture Stewardship Council and Best Aquaculture Practices aim to establish standards for sustainable practices, but their effectiveness is still under scrutiny. The use of antibiotics and pesticides in farms remains a key concern, posing risks to both the environment and human health. The impact of salmon farms on ocean ecosystems is far-reaching and not fully understood, making responsible farming practices a crucial concern. Ultimately, the responsibility lies with us, the consumers. Making informed choices about the salmon we buy is crucial for the future of both wild and farmed salmon. Supporting sustainable fisheries, choosing responsibly sourced salmon, even reducing our overall consumption. These actions contribute to a more balanced approach, ensuring the survival of this incredible species for generations to come. We need to be aware of where our salmon comes from and how it was raised. The battle for the salmon is far from over. It's a complex and multifaceted issue, but understanding the challenges, both for wild and farmed salmon, is the first step towards ensuring a future where this iconic fish continues to thrive. But the salmon's story extends far beyond its ecological significance. It's also a culinary and cultural icon, a fish whose importance resonates across continents and centuries. Next, we'll explore the salmon's rich cultural and culinary heritage. From the icy waters of the Pacific Northwest to the bustling kitchens of Michelin-starred restaurants, the salmon's story extends far beyond its remarkable migration. It's a fish woven deeply into the fabric of human culture and culinary traditions, a testament to its significance across continents and centuries. Let's explore the rich tapestry of the salmon's cultural and culinary heritage. First, we journey to the heart of indigenous cultures, where the salmon holds a place of profound reverence. For countless generations, indigenous communities across the globe have depended on salmon not just as a source of sustenance, but as a keystone of their spiritual and material lives. Consider the First Nations peoples of the Pacific Northwest, whose lives have been inextricably linked to the salmon runs for millennia. Their traditional fishing methods, honed over generations, are a marvel of sustainable resource management. These aren't merely fishing techniques, they are sacred practices, imbued with spiritual significance and passed down through generations. Imagine the intricate ceremonies surrounding the first salmon catch of the season, the rituals that ensure respect for the salmon and the ecosystem that sustains it. We see a similar profound connection among the Inuit peoples, where salmon, though less prevalent than other fish, still holds a vital place in their diet and culture, often playing a crucial role in ceremonial feasts and storytelling. The salmon isn't just food. It's a sacred being, a symbol of life, abundance, and continuity. Now, let's transition from the sacred to the sublime, the world of high-end cuisine. The salmon, with its versatility and delicate flavor, has earned a coveted place on the menus of the world's finest restaurants. From the delicate artistry of sashimi and sushi, showcasing the pristine quality of the fish, to the rich, smoky flavors of grilled or smoked salmon, the culinary possibilities are endless. Renowned chefs create masterpieces, transforming this humble fish into culinary works of art. The rising demand for high-quality, wild-caught salmon, driven by discerning palates and a growing awareness of its nutritional value, has, however, pushed prices sky-high, underscoring the economic and ecological implications of this culinary trend. The high demand also highlights the importance of sustainable practices, making the careful management of wild salmon populations even more critical. Finally, let's cast a wider net, exploring the salmon's place in global gastronomy. From the classic smoked salmon bagels of New York to the hearty salmon stews of Scandinavia, or the rich curries of Southeast Asia incorporating salmon, its presence on dinner tables worldwide showcases its universal appeal. Each region boasts its unique culinary traditions, reflecting the adaptability of this incredible fish. Yet, despite its global popularity, we must remember that the salmon's journey, from its epic migration to its place on our plates, is a story that demands our attention, respect, and responsibility. The The cultural and culinary significance of salmon is undeniable, a testament to its enduring importance throughout history and across cultures, but its future remains uncertain. This leads us to our next topic, the future of salmon, a call to action. The time for conversation is over, the time for decisive action is now. The fate of the salmon rests not just on its incredible resilience, but on our collective action. The future of this magnificent creature hinges on our ability to understand, respect, and protect its precarious existence. We've seen the epic journey, the culinary artistry, and the deep cultural significance. Now, let's focus on what we can do to secure its future. First, let's celebrate some success stories. While the challenges are immense, there are inspiring examples of successful conservation efforts. The restoration of spawning grounds in the Pacific Northwest, for instance, through dam removal projects and habitat improvements has shown remarkable results, leading to a noticeable increase in salmon populations in some areas. These achievements demonstrate that with concerted effort and a commitment to conservation, we can make a real difference. The collaborative efforts of various organizations, government bodies, and indigenous communities highlight the power of collective action in restoring degraded habitats and ensuring the survival of these iconic fish. These positive outcomes are a powerful testament to the effectiveness of collaborative conservation initiatives and provide hope for the future. But conservation alone is not enough. We need to address the challenges presented by salmon farming. Thankfully, innovation is paving the way towards more sustainable aquaculture practices. Recirculating aquaculture systems, for example, offer a closed-loop system that significantly reduces water consumption and waste discharge, minimizing the environmental impact. While RAS offers significant advancements, challenges remain. The high initial investment required for these systems might pose obstacles for smaller farms and limit widespread adoption. Similar advancements are being made with closed containment facilities, but research and development are ongoing. These innovations demonstrate a move towards a more responsible and sustainable approach to salmon farming. However, the most crucial element for the long-term survival of salmon is collaboration. Governments need to implement stringent regulations. Scientists must continue their research to understand the complexities of salmon ecosystems. Indigenous communities need to have their traditional knowledge and practices respected and integrated into conservation strategies, and the fishing industry must adopt sustainable practices. This isn't just about preserving a species, it's about acknowledging the interconnectedness of our environment, respecting the cultures deeply linked to salmon, and ensuring responsible resource management for future generations. The success of salmon conservation efforts hinges on the collaborative efforts of all stakeholders, including governments, scientific communities, indigenous communities, and the fishing industry. By working together, we can forge a path towards sustainable salmon management. In conclusion, the story of the salmon is a testament to the power of nature, a symbol of resilience and an integral part of our shared heritage. This extraordinary journey, from freshwater streams to the vast ocean and back again, is a poignant reminder of the interconnectedness of life. The future of salmon, however, is not predetermined. It lies in our hands. We must commit to responsible consumption, support sustainable practices, and advocate for policies that prioritize the health of our oceans and rivers. Learn more, make conscious choices, and let's ensure that future generations can witness the awe-inspiring spectacle of the salmon's epic migration. Let's not just conserve the salmon, let's celebrate it, protect it, and ensure its survival for centuries to come. The time for action is now.